I guess I can tell the bus story. If you notice anything wrong with this tree, then let me know. But the bus story is... So... I would have been like... I think I was like 19 or something at the time. And when I was 19, I had quite long hair. I had hair down to about maybe here. And I had it... It wasn't slicked back, but I had pushed back hair. So kind of like my hair now. But instead of having shaved sides, imagine if I had like a Loki haircut or some shit, right? So I had like shoulder length hair pushed back, right? And I was wearing... I think I was wearing like... I always wear smart shoes. I'm 24. I look much older off stream. It sounds retarded. It sounds... Okay, so a good example is... just briefly, at the Pee-wee Berlin meetup, everyone was like, whoa, you look completely different on stream. It's because I'm quite tall and I dress very differently. Now, right now, you're seeing like a pasty white dude with a button-up shirt, and that's like all you're seeing, right? So, have I got any shoes near me? Okay. I don't wear trainers. I haven't worn trainers or like sneakers or anything since I was like 15. I wear like actual shoes. Now these are battered, but like I wear actual like shoes. And I'm like 6'1". It's not that tall, but I'm quite slim. In person I'm quite slim, so when I'm wearing like smart shoes, like skinny jeans, yeah, I'm one of those guys, and then like a nice coat or something, then I look completely different to a dude wearing like pajama bottoms, looking messy, hasn't had a shower today, and whatever, right? So yeah, I look fairly different IRL. Let me see. I think I have some pictures of the Pee-wee meetup somewhere. I know that I talked about it in a video. There'll be a picture of me. Did I leave? Am I still part of the Discord group? There was a Discord group. Hang on a second. For the Pee-wee meetup. And people posted photos there. I looked really chubby there. Let's see. Nope. People taking down a lot of the... No, that's just one thing. People were posting like loads of albums. Right. Okay, so compared to other people, alright, that was me. That's sat down. You can't really see it. She hasn't really got any... Has she got any actual pictures? I mean, here's me lying on a bunch of people. Okay, here's a decent example, right? So, I've got fairly long legs. Are there any with my shoes? So you can get a real sense of the swag. Right, you can see I've got some pretty nice red socks going on. Like, you know, I'm chilling. Is there any of me standing up? Because you can't get a sense of height from lying down. You look like you were drunk. I was slightly, mildly inebriated. Ooh, I know. Hang on, give me a second. I'm 24. I have the picture of me and Ziz saved in my meme folder. There's the picture of me and Ziz. Where's the KappaPride picture of me and Ziz, man? Okay, so here's the KappaPride picture of me and Ziz. Now, me and Ziz were both really drunk, for the record. Now, for the height difference, you can see there's quite a substantial height difference between the two of us, and I'm having to lean down. Ziz was fucked that night. He was really, really bad. Like, he like projectile vomited across the bar. Like, he was really, really bad. But anyway, yeah. He was fucked. We had to literally, like, drag him back to the hotel. He was really, really out of it. But yeah, we shared a few intimate moments. But anyway. So back to the bus story, because Eldo wanted me to tell the bus story. Because Eldo's in my raiding guild. He knows the story. So yeah, so it was like 5 years ago. I was like 19. I had long hair. I was wearing smart shoes or something, skinny jeans, and I was wearing my sheepskin coat, right? It was just like, I can grab it. Like, hang on a second. It's not like, just so you have an idea of what it was. Right, I was wearing this coat. Now, this isn't a particularly feminine coat, but I guess if you've got like long hair and whatever, then people might be like, oh, that's a bit KappaPride. But, you know, it's not like that KappaPride or anything. It's just like a coat, right? So whatever. So there was this lady in like her 50s or her 60s on the bus having a go at the woman sat next to her. And it was one of those things of, it was like rush hour, like 9 in the morning. I had a morning class. It was like rush hour. The bus is completely packed. And you know when a bus is so packed that it's literally a case of like, if you do this, you're punching someone in the face. You cannot move. So it's fucking packed. I'm on the bus with my girlfriend on the way to uni. Behind us is a woman in like her 50s or 60s sat here, and next to her is a woman probably about her 20s trying to do her makeup on the way to work. And now at some point, the woman trying to do her makeup nudges the woman next to her. The woman next to her loses her shit, and she starts going on this massive tirade, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you assaulting me? And she's like screaming at this girl. The girl's just like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. And the girl had like quite a thick Polish accent. The lady next to her starts going on about just throwing off racial slurs, this, the other, having a go at these fucking Poles coming over, blah, blah, blah. And she was just going off on one, right? We were still 5 stops away from uni, and it was going to take like 15 or 20 minutes. And I was just pissed off. I was really tired, and I just had been listening to this woman go on for like a good 10, 15 minutes now. And I was like cramped on the bus. I was angry. So I just turned around and said, look, I'm really sorry that you're miserable, but can you shut the fuck up? Because I don't care. You're pissing me off. Now, not the most like tactical way of saying, can you please calm down? But it was early in the morning. I was really tired. I was on my way to the lecture. It was hot. I couldn't be fucked with it, right? So she's sort of, she's like stunned for like 10, 13 seconds. And then she sort of shuts up for a minute. And then she starts having a go at me. And it's like, you fucking fag, gay thing. And she's like, she just starts like going off at me now. Like, who the fuck do you think you are telling me what to do, blah, 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 blah. Now, again, I'm stood next to my girlfriend. And my girlfriend really, well, my ex, she's really not very confrontational. And she's looking at me kind of like, you always do this. Because whenever something happens, I'll be one of those guys who tries to stop it. So I end up getting these situations quite a lot. She would look at me like, dude, you literally did this the other day. And there was a kid next to me who was maybe like 15 or 16. And he was like a 15 or 16-year-old Indian dude. And then he loses it. He's like, you know what? I'm bored of fucking people like you just profiling people. You know, it's not his fault that he's gay. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Blah, 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 blah. You know, you just need to get with the times. And he starts going off on her, right? Now, at this point, I'm like, what the fuck? And then other people on the bus start backing him up, like, yeah, who gives the fuck if he's gay? He can do whatever the fuck he wants. You know, it's hot. We're all on the way to work, man. Like, what the fuck is wrong? And now it's a case of I'm stood here, like, well, I can't say I'm not actually gay, because this is, like, quite an important moment in this kid's life, because it's a case of, like, he's having his moment of, he's, like, 15 or 16 or something, kind of, like, standing up against oppression and complaining about all the bullshit he's had. And now other people on the bus are now backing him up. The old lady's being put in her place. So I'm kind of just like, yeah, cheers, bro. So I just sort of go with it. The whole time, my girlfriend is stood next to me, just looking like, what the fuck are you doing? And she's just sort of like doing this. And we just sort of stood on the bus in sort of silence for about 5 or 10 minutes after that. We then get off the bus and she looks at me just like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, look, it was awkward for me. It's like, yeah, it was awkward for you. But how awkward do you think it is to be the girlfriend of the guy who has to pretend that he's gay to stop some, like, racial bigotry? And, yeah. So that was interesting. And that was the bus story that Eldo wants me to tell you. But, yeah. That was... Feels good, man. Feels good, man. Yeah, in retrospect, it was quite funny, but at the time, it was so fucking awkward. But yeah, that used to happen quite a lot when I was younger.